So dear students, I'm Rekha and I'm going to tell you that how grammar is useful for speaking English and learning English both. You know what happens that we actually think that if you really want to speak good English, you don't have to learn grammar. But we cannot discard this idea. We cannot discard this idea totally that learning grammar is not going to be good for you. It's not going to be helpful to you. I would suggest you that grammar is really good thing and it really gives you an insight into the language, and at the same time you are able to understand the nature of the language. And if you understand the nature of the language, you can also construct the language. So that is why learning grammar to some extent is good. So that is why I would suggest you to learn grammar, those things which are basic grammar and which are essential for learning English, like tenses. If we talk about tenses, active passive voices, and then parts of speech. These three things are really very important for speaking English. So these are supposed to be the foundation of the language, understand? So if you are proceeding towards the learning of language, and if you are aware of all the basic things of this language, or the nature of the language, it really helps you in understanding the whole things. So that is why today I'm starting few things about grammar. I just want to tell you the nature of the parts of speech. So today I'm starting my this video with parts of speech. So I'm gonna give you short introduction of parts of speech, and it will help you to understand the basic nature and basic things about the language. And after knowing this language, I'm sure you can construct your own sentences. You can go to that extent where you can understand all the basic things, the foundation of this language, and you can understand the things easily. The first thing, let's talk about, it very well that there are 8 parts of speech in our English language, and all these 8 parts of speech are very important for learning language. Okay, so first, if we talk about these parts of speech, these are noun, pronoun, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, verb, and interjection. So there are 8 parts of speech, and if you have the understanding of these 8 parts of speech, I'm not telling you to just get inside it and just have the full knowledge of this language. Just have an insight into it to get an idea about this language only. So first of all, we'll talk about noun. So if we talk about noun, you have been learning the definition of noun from the very beginning of your I mean to say that when you are a small boy or small kid, the definition of noun you were told, it says that noun is the name of person, place, or thing, or animal or thing. So today let's talk about this definition of noun, that when you were a kid, you were made to learn this definition of noun by giving few examples, that table, chair, books, animals, and persons. These are the name of the noun. But the thing is that if we go deep inside this definition, you will find that how vast the role of noun in language construction, and so many things are there which I would like to tell you about this parts of speech. This is noun. So first of all, you must know one thing, that noun is the naming word. It means all those names of this whole universe, whatever name is there, whether the things which we can see, we can touch, we can taste, all those things comes in this category of noun, or all those things which we cannot touch, or we cannot see or taste, but we can feel. Those things also comes in this category of noun. So okay, so first of all, let's know about noun. If we talk about person, noun is the name of person, place, animals or things. So if we talk about person, it means that all those things which have life in itself. If we talk about human being, we talk about insects, animals. So all those things of this universe which have life in itself is called, person. Understand? We can talk about animal like elephant or some butterfly, or person, doctor, engineer, brother, sisters, all comes in this category. Okay, now if we talk about place, place means all those place which occupies some place. I mean to say like if we say about the veranda, the hotel, the restaurant, the road, the garden, the city, the school, college, and all those things which actually surround some place or occupy some place, it's called, it comes in this category of place. And now next is person, place and animals. So if we talk about animal, I just told you that animals and human beings both comes in this category of person. And let's talk about things now. So things means all those things. If we talk about small things like I have a pen, bangle, sari, bindi, roof, and blackboard, bottle, glass, all the things, all those things, with there we can see with our eyes, we can touch, we can taste, or even those things which we cannot touch or see or taste, but we can feel actually. Like if we say honesty, do you find honesty? Can you see honesty where it is? No, we cannot find honesty. We can only feel that something is there which we call honesty. Okay, we cannot say honest. Honest, it means if we talk about some person, it's the quality of some person if someone is honest. But if we talk about honesty, understand, if we talk about intelligence, if we talk about truth, if we talk about lies, if we talk about pain, love, hatred, all things comes in this category of noun. Understand? Acha, what happens sometimes, the differences between nouns and verb. If we say that what is verb and what is noun, we can say that the work, something if we do and some work is happening, it is called verb. Okay, but if we give such verb a particular name, then again it becomes noun. Understand? Suppose if I say that playing, I play, Ravi plays, he is playing, but this is called verb when some movement is happening and when some work is going on. But if we take the name of that particular thing, understand, if we take the name of that particular work which is going on, it will be a noun. जैसे अगर हम कहते हैं कि रवि खेल रहा है, रवि दौड़ रहा है, तो some movement is going on, some work is being done, so you can say that this is verb. लेकिन अगर हम कहें कि उस वर्क का एक नाम दे दे, खेलना है ना, दौड़ना, सुनना, तो इसमें कोई काम नहीं हो रहा है. But it is a name of an action. It is a name of an action, and this is also called noun. And basically this thing is called gerund. Gerund means noun, where we name some action which is actually it is the name of the action. You cannot say that some action is happening, but it is the name of the action. So as we have discussed, the definition is noun is so vast, so big, you cannot understand that how big it is, and what are the things which is included in this thing. So the thing is that all the things of the universe which has a name, it can become in this category of noun. And the definition of noun is this, that noun is the name of person, place or thing. And if we look at it in a vast way, we will feel that how vast it is, the definition of noun. Now let's talk about the work of a noun. Okay, so in the parts of speech, what is the work of a noun, which is very essential to know. And the work of a noun, if we say that what is the work of a noun, actually noun can be the subject and object of a sentence, understand? Or you can say that a particular place is always thought about, it's kept about the noun, and noun can come in the place of a subject or at the place of an object. This is the two important work of a noun, and there are far more work of a noun which we will discuss later on. But just keep in mind these two things, that noun can be the subject of a verb, it can be the object of a verb. Okay, so like any sentence, if you want to start some sentence, just keep in mind that it will start from noun only, or pronoun. So there are two things, noun and pronoun. Pronoun we will discuss later on. First of all, let's talk about noun. And pronoun is the parts of speech which work like a noun, or understand? So in this way, pronoun can also be a subject of any sentence and object of any. So let's talk about the thing that how it can be the subject of a verb. It can be the subject of a verb. It means that if we start our sentence with something, like we can start our sentence with some person or something or some incident or some animals. Like we can say that either we can start our sentence with a noun or a pronoun, understand? So apart from these things, we cannot start our sentence with anything else. Like if we say that Hari is going to the market, Tom has gone to the market. So what we do, we find that Tom and Hari, these two noun, it has come in the place of a sentence. It means that we are starting our sentence with a noun, so it can be the subject of a noun. And we can also start our sentence like there was a king and it was a thing. So there and it, these are called introductory, there and it, and this is pronoun. So as I told you that only two things, noun and pronoun, they work together. Pronoun works like a noun, and it can also be a subject of a sentence and object of a sentence. Okay, now let's see that how we can form, how a noun comes in the place of object. As I say that I like Ravi, so here I is subject, like is verb, and Ravi came in the place of an object. So what is an object? Let's understand this first. Anything we start our sentence, we always start our sentence with the subject, which is obviously a noun, and then the second thing comes, and this is verb. If our sentence is complete, if verb has the capacity to complete the sentence, if verb completes the sentence without taking any other word, you can say easily that the sentence is complete, and it is called it doesn't need any other object to complete its meaning. But when verb doesn't give any the right sense of the sentence, it always needed an object to complete the sentence. Just I'm giving you the example so it will become clear to you. As I say the child weeps or the child cries, our sentence is complete. Why our sentence is complete? Because we don't need any other word to complete the meaning. But if we say that Ravi killed, now the question comes, what did Ravi kill, or Ravi killed what or whom? So we now need another word to complete our meaning, and this is called object. Okay. So this object, it must be a noun. So the thing is that the gist, what I want to tell you, that a noun can be a subject of a sentence, and it can be the object of a sentence. So the place is permanent. You cannot put noun in any other place. This is the basic place for the noun, and it must be there. Okay. So there are so many other works of noun also, which I would like to discuss you. First of all, the kinds of noun. Let's discuss about the kinds of noun today. So there are 5 kinds of noun. You must know about it. So the kinds are, first is proper noun, then comes the common noun, then we have collective noun, then we have material noun, and then we have one more noun, that is abstract noun. Okay, so there are 5 kinds of noun. So let's discuss first what is proper noun. Proper noun, you know it very well, and you have been learning it from your beginning of your classes, that proper noun is something, the noun which is very important, and when we want to particularize someone, when we want to give some characteristic to something, it becomes proper noun. And common noun means that when we talk about a class, or when we talk about something which is common to all, it's called common noun. Let's take an example, that if we say that cow, the cow is a domestic animal, or the cow, it means we are talking about all the cows of the universe. And if we talk about boy or girl, so all the boys and girls are common, because they always talk about the same category of boys and class, or same class of boys and class. If we talk about 2 boys, what is the same between them? The 2 boys, they belong to the same class, because they too are boys. If we talk about 2 girls, they belong to the same class, so that is why they are girls. If we talk about 1 boy and 1 girl, so the same thing between them are this, that they are all human beings. So that is why if we talk about something which is of same class, of same common to all things, it's called common noun. Okay, but if we want to give someone some special thing by calling them by some special name, if we talk about boy and we give them some name like Santosh, Ravi, Tom, Rakesh, it becomes something particular in boys. So that is why they will be called proper noun. So very soon I'm coming with other nouns also, and tell more about nouns, and then I'll come to tell you about verbs and adjectives and adverbs. Just stay tuned and watch my video, and like my video. If you like my video, just subscribe it. Okay, thank you.